So we are grateful now. This has been something that has just been on everybody's heart and mind, and the question has come before us several times about our green team, our Care for Creation team, and we've been watching what's happening on the planet with climate change. So it gives me great honor now to call on Ms. Joy Baxter, a member of St. Paul's Ardmore, and Dr. John Connors, a member of Lutheran Church of God's Love in Newtown, who will introduce this new and vital committee to us.
Assignment. And now we need your assistance. And again, my name is John Connors from God's Love Lutheran Church in Newtown. And this is my colleague, Joy Baxter, who's from St. Paul's Ardmore. And we have been charged by the bishop with developing this Care of Creation team, or what's oftentimes referred to as a green team. Now, back at our table out here, the narthex, one of the common questions we get is, what exactly is Care of Creation? And we know that the Lord has provided us with this green and blue planet, and we have been charged with stewardship of his creation, of the creation. And we've not always been consistently the best of stewards. And so this focuses on that stewardship. And the ELCA has a social statement on the Earth's climate crisis for some 20 plus years. The current social statement recognizes at least three things. First is calling on Christians to care for creation. Secondly, acknowledging humanity's role in the current climate crisis. And third, also acknowledging the impact that the climate crisis has had on various mission areas that the church is presently invested in, such as Lutheran disaster relief. Specifically, at the last church-wide assembly, the ELCA reaffirmed the church's commitment to engage in creation care and to act to reduce greenhouse gas pollution and to, in fact, achieve net zero emissions by the year 2050. Now, this seems like a very tall task, but know that this can be done, this can be achieved. And we celebrate the achievement of this by Central Baptist Church in Wayne, PA. They have already reached that zero emission milestone for 2050. So we know this can be done, and it is a task that lies before us. Now, how do congregations care for creation? How do the actions that congregations take save them money? How do we support each other in meeting these emission reduction standards and other care of creation goals? And many of you may remember the movie Field of Dreams. And in the movie Field of Dreams, there's always this phrase that keeps coming up. If you build it, they will come. Now, Joy and I could keep having meetings together and come up with what we think is a very exciting initiatives dealing in this area of care of creation. But if we build it, we recognize that you may not come, or not perhaps very many of you will come, which is not what we're looking for. And so we think that formation of a small steering committee could really help us so that if we build it, there's going to be a good chance that many of you will, in fact, join in. And so here comes the pitch, the request for assistance. So we would like to enlist your assistance in identifying a small group of individuals who are passionate about caring for the environment and addressing climate change, and being willing to serve as members of the steering committee to help guide our development of this particular ministry in our synod. The steering committee will provide input and guidance on a variety of things, such as finalization of a mission statement for this ministry, looking at a variety of different initiatives and how they may apply or be of interest to our congregations, and then prioritizing the rollout of those various initiatives. Now, our synod has a unique makeup of congregations. So we have congregations that are rural, urban, and suburban. We have all of them. And so clearly one size is not going to fit all when it comes to the types of initiatives that come from this. And so we recognize also that the synod has a spectrum of congregational interests and abilities, their abilities to commit time, treasure, and talents to this. And so it's important that what we do, we have initiatives that meet congregations where they are. So various abilities to support initiatives as well as things that are intrinsically something that they're interested in. And so we need the help of the steering committee to help with this. And so in an ideal world, we would have representation from rural congregations, from urban and suburban congregations. And we ask you to prayerfully consider that. Now, we don't envision the participation in the steering committee to be a heavy lift. The heavy lift is hopefully going to come from the two of us, but we do need your guidance. Finally, I'd like to put in a plug for some of the resources that we have at the Care of Creation table that is immediately out this far exit over here. And we have a variety of initiatives that may be of interest to you and your congregations. For instance, there's new financial assistance available for energy upgrades through the federal government. There can also be significant energy savings for congregations. And there's a guide for forming a creation care team. We have a number of these, and to help protect the environment and not kill a lot of trees, instead of making lots of copies of these resources, we have a QR code. And if you stop back, we have a sheet that has all the QR codes. So all you have to do is to use the camera on your phone, and it will link you directly to those resources. So please stop by the table if you have an interest or you know of someone in your congregation that may have an interest in serving on the steering committee. In closing, let me thank those here at the Synod who have been able to accommodate us, because we had more than an 11th hour request. It was a very last minute request to join the agenda, for which we're very grateful. Thank you.
Amen. Now I have to say, Joy is small in stature but mighty when it comes to her voice. She has said, we've been having this ongoing conversation for at least, Joy, I want to say 2 years? Two or three, give or take a year. But you know, something as simple as changing a light bulb. You know, like everybody doesn't have to have solar panels, but we can do these great things, composting, we can do these great things, small steps. But I'm grateful for your leadership and that you two are willing to gather us, that we might have greater impact and influence, really showing up, transforming, and making a difference in God's creation. So thank you both so very much.